Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight wasn't. Starlight, you wasn't outside today. But anyway, besides getting out in nature is to make sure, you're always kind to yourself first and make sure you are number one first. Then make sure you're, when you're out in public, to be kind to people. You don't know what other people are going through on the outside, and just because, they might look good on their outward appearance and the way they carry themselves, you don't know what's going on in here or in their emotions and all that. So really, 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 please be gentle, be caring to the people out in your community. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you could give this video a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, don't forget you can share my videos with your family, your friends, a tiger, and a skunk. Pew. Plus, you can also don't forget to push the notification bell and check out my playlist. Plus, you can also find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. And again, I'm just letting you know, because if you missed other videos, is if you already have subscribed, you watched a full video, and you liked my video and left me a comment down below, plus share my video, Starlight will give you 5 stars. I will give you Starlight will give you 5 stars for doing all of those things. And so anyway, today is what a day. What else can Starlight? I am so grateful. I'm learning more and more about who I am and why I'm here, and why am I in this situation. So this is what we're going to kind of go through a little bit, but I'm going to, backtrack a little bit. This video is about be a voice for the homelessness, homeless people out there, whether they're out on the streets or living in their cars. This is what, I don't know, I'm really finding out more really why I'm here. And it's no accident why Starlight is in her car. I have been in my car since October of 2023, and so now we're halfway through the month of November. So it's been like a year and a half, a month that I've been living in my car. And I am a light worker. You are too, but you might not know this. I am a chosen one. You are too, but you might not know this. I am. Some of you, yeah, I know you are, but other people might not be aware. But this is my time right now to help out on the planet, to help raise awareness to things that are going on behind the curtain, and to also help out with this problem with people being homeless and living on the streets. So it's not going to happen overnight. Like today, have a whole bunch of homeless people, and tomorrow, imagine that, a world with no homeless people, because everybody should have a place to stay, a place to sleep, not on the streets, not in their cars, not in a shelter, absolutely not. They really need their own place to sleep. So, this was not the video that I was going to make today. It's because Starlight, you don't know this, but Starlight does a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you don't know. And I got connected to this place called The Refuge in this area. And, I am amazed, so they have a calendar, and they have all these different things that you can attend. Like I mentioned not too long ago, where Starlight went there to sing, and they had other people doing artwork and this and that. So today was a meeting that they had where you can sign up and start. I didn't even know. I signed up only just wanting to be a voice, for the homeless people, and that's what it was for, is anybody that has been homeless or is homeless, whether in a car or on the streets, where, we all come together like a whole bunch of people, and then there's people that work for this Department of Social Services and different organizations, that we all come together and we discuss, and they had a whole bunch of things. You only had like a minute to answer different questions, and that was from 2 o'clock till 3:30. So Starlight did attend that with a whole bunch of other people that has gone through situations like Starlight. So what it is they want to hear from us to find out how we can be more of a better help, to help people that are in the situations, things that need to get corrected, things that need to change, where they can really help take care of this problem out in the world. And even though I'm in the state of Colorado, so I have an email that I'm gonna definitely get a hold of, and I got so much more, is that we only had that hour and a half time to, they did have like a little timer, and you only, you had like a little wand or a little thing that you hang on, and when you hold on it, then it was time for you to speak, where nobody else could speak when you were holding that rod or that wand, so tears of joy. I had an amazing day from the moment that I woke up, because I woke up this morning, last night, I don't know how cold the temperature, it had to been colder than 31, so, and with the wind and all that, so a lot of people believe it was way colder than that. And I've been in colder weather than 31. I've been in below zero in my car a long time ago. And for those of you that don't know Starlight, this is not my first time being homeless. Like I mentioned in other videos, I started off homeless by before I even turned 16. It wasn't even my birthday's August 25th. I was out on the street before August 25th, so I was 16 years old when I started off living under a bridge, because it was just survival. It's either if I stay here any longer, I might not be alive, because I have tried to end my life many times, as starting at 10 years old, in my childhood. So it was the best thing that Starlight knew to do, is to go out and live on the street. So, and there's a lot of other homeless people that go through similar things that Starlight went through. And so this is not about me, but I do want to give you a little background on Starlight. And I don't know how many times, I lost count how many times I've been homeless, but this is the first time where God actually put me here so I can learn about the homeless people and people that either live in their car or people that live on the street, so I can be a voice to help out, because my heart is deeply in this. My heart was in this before I got in this, before I got in this situation, when I was living in Albany, New York, when I was starting my YouTube channel in the month of March, a year and 7 months or 8 months ago. So that's my first video out in Albany, is when I witnessed homeless people living out in weather where I wasn't homeless at the time. I had my own apartment, and I was only outside for a half hour trying to make a video, and my fingers were frozen. And here these people were living out on the street, with sleeping bags, and they were protected by not having rain on them. But I cried, I really did, through my videos that I was making. They were long ass videos, and they had a lot of important messages in there. So today was a blessing. I got blessed in so many ways by what God has done. So today I want to really reach out to all of you, whether you're, you think about it. There's some of my videos go really great on this topic, and other ones, don't for some reason. And I'm not worried about any of that. I'm getting my voice out here because that's what I am. I am a voice for the voiceless. And so what I'm going to do, what I said in other videos, is you think about it. All those homeless people, either living in the street or living in a car, they all have a different story. Every single one of us has a different story. They all, you know, I can't even imagine, you know, like they should have books out there written of, you know, what's, you know, a whole bunch of different stories of how people got where they are, you know. And so with that is with homeless people is, like I said, everybody's got a different story of how they got where they are. And today was a mind blow because it was such a beautiful thing. They had, you know, like different questions and we had to answer them, and, you know, like solutions and things that we struggle with, you know, and it was all different kind of topics. But we didn't really have enough time. It was really a speedy kind of thing because it does take a long time to go through this. So it's like I was saying, now I'm like, oh, my mind is blown today. So don't mind me if I kind of pause and can't remember what the heck I'm saying. But imagine this is the ones that are out on the street. Like when I started out, I was somebody's daughter, you know, I was somebody's sister, you know, living out on the street, living under a bridge. I had my one half brother that was with me at the time, you know, like he was older than me, like 4 years older than me. So he was with me when it's not how it worked out, how it was supposed to have been planned, but that's how it worked out. And so there's sisters out there that are, you know, so all of you, you know, you might have a relative, you know, living out on the street or living in their car. It could be your sister, your mother, your brother, your uncle, your aunt, your cousins, your children, your daughter, your son, brother, sister, grandpa, grandma, your mother or father, you know. It could be your neighbor, somebody that you know, that you know, you talk to them out in public. So really this video is saying that, you know what, we, you know, me and you and I, we really need to raise the bar and really be a voice for the voiceless, because what's going on in this area, this is why God put me in this. People judge me left and right about why Starlight's living in this in a car, you know, and how come Starlight's not going out and getting a 9-to-5 job, you know, and what else is people saying about Starlight? Well, Starlight, you don't get help from the government. That's why, you know, that's why things are happening to you. You know, I have a God. You know, do you have a God? Do you trust in God? You know, and God has put me in this situation for a reason. It's no accident that I'm in this situation. Because you know what? Today, when I went to this meeting today, God, because God sent me from, you know, I was in New York, and I have gone all the way to the east side of New York, all the way down to Miami. So I have gone, like, if this is the east side here of the United States near the ocean. So Starlight started here in New York and Albany, and then drove so far and went here, and then had to go get food and all that. So I've been here, down here, all the way down to Miami, then went up around through Florida, went through Georgia, and went to Kansas, and now I'm in Colorado. So I went all the way down and around and back up, you know, to get to where I am today. So from Albany all the way down to Miami, I've been in and out of so many different places, and this is nothing is by accident. I had to go through all these things because guess what? The people here, they're only going to know how to help out the people in this area, you know, the things that they have experienced in these areas. But Starlight has traveled all around and all over, you know, and picked up information just like a Virgo. You know, I read a book not too long ago that I have. Hang on, I think I might have it with me, possibly. But this book, right here, is a book that I found at one of the libraries here, and it tells me about Virgo. And I'm like, wow, that's exactly what I've been doing, is like, you know, she had the wheat in her hand and she gathers information, and that's exactly why God put me in this situation, is so I can gather. I've been in and out of so many states and cities. Okay, this state does things this way, for homeless people. These people do this, everybody has something different. And so what we really need to be that voice is like in this state here right now where I am, at this refuge. This is awesome. This is it's a dream come true right here for Starlight because, I have dealt with this my whole life as far as being homeless at different times, where I was homeless, where I had to steal to go get food to survive, so I am a big piece of this puzzle, but I'm not the only piece of this puzzle. There's you and you and you and you. We all need to come together like we're doing here. And, it was amazing. I am so high right now without any drugs. I don't need, Starlight doesn't need any, sorry, Starlight's good. But we really do is the work that we're doing here as the community here. We're going to get together again, and it's going to be a longer event, and so we're putting all of our information and all the things that we go through, and it was awesome to hear from other people the things they're going through and what they have learned, and like how they can help us out as far as as far as helping homeless people out that are living on the streets or living in a car. You might think, Starlight, this shit doesn't bother, this is nothing to do with me. But how is it that how can you walk around, and see homeless people and say it doesn't affect you? It does. Do you like when people come up to your car when you're driving down the road and somebody's begging you for money? And a lot of times, a lot of people think that they're all on drugs. Guess what? I am not doing drugs. And when I did do drugs, when I was in this situation, I didn't pay for any of it. It was given to me, my brother, or I found it. I don't even do drugs. I don't even smoke, I don't even do alcohol. Maybe twice a week I drink coffee. I'm not even having sex. I haven't been sexually active in years, so your opinion of homeless people doesn't fit all of us, Yeah, there are people out here that are living on the street. Have you been in this situation to understand what they are going through and what age, because if they're younger, and it doesn't even matter the age, but a lot of young kids, that are ignorant and don't understand really the ways of like living on the streets and being street smart and what kind of background they came from. You don't know what shit about these people. So please stop judging the homeless people thinking that you've figured it out, because you haven't, because we all have different backgrounds, and God uses us. Yeah, God uses us to see if you have a heart, to see if you care. Wouldn't it be great that you can drive down the road and not see one homeless person in the wintertime sleeping somewhere, and trying to stay warm? I'm seeing it out here, people carrying blankets around, not sleeping bag, blankets. They go into restaurants, and they bring that blanket in the restaurant. It was freezing cold the other day, and last night, a couple of days right now. Put yourself in those people's spots. My car is so loaded with things to help homeless people out. I am like here. When I started my videos out in Albany, I said I'm starting from the bottom and working my way up, and that is why I'm in this situation, is because I am a voice for the homeless people. But I am so grateful. What I seen today is that all these people, we all came together. That person had some help from me. I was helping a lot of people because of my YouTube channel and what I've learned in my life, and what I'm about for my YouTube channel. So there's so many ways that we can be a voice to the voiceless, and we need to come together to be a voice. If you're a YouTuber, like, why aren't you making any videos about homeless people? If you are, like, we need people out here, to be a voice, to, not to only talk about what's popular, but what is not popular. It's not a popular thing to talk about homeless people. Talking about homeless people, I believe if we don't fix that, there isn't going to be a change in the world. We need to work on that. To me, that's the bottom. Yeah, there's people with cancer, there's people with health problems, but they got a house to live in. Some of them. There's some people out here, they're disabled, they have problems, and they're living on the streets or they're living in their car. Being homeless, they have this pyramid thing. I learned this a long time ago. I don't know, like counselors or therapy. I met a lady a long time ago is on this pyramid there's a pyramid, and the bottom of the pyramid, in order to get to the top of the pyramid, it's about shelter. So there's people that are not even on the first little spot of that shelter, on the pyramid. I mean, let me redo that again. On that pyramid, on the bottom, the first thing that is so important, just like the animals, they got shelter. They live out in the woods. It's not meant for us only. Like, I love camping, don't get me wrong. And there, I wanted to actually camp in the wintertime to see how that, to learn how to survive, because this chick ain't selling her soul, and I'm not taking no chip, to take of the beast or anything like that. But really the shelter having a shelter is the most important thing. Having of course, food and clothes, but you gotta have shelter. You got to have a place to protect yourself from the weather. The animals, they got the fur, and they got, their holes, and they're made different. People are not, meant to live outside all year round. So if you have a YouTube channel, please bring awareness to, to the homeless people that we really, some of you do actually put it, little messages here and there, to get your point across to some people, and like I said today as a joke is to, hey, let's put more money, instead of putting money on war, let's put it on peace. Let's put it on people that are out there living on the streets. And I understand a lot of people get angry and upset because we're taking more people from other countries and put them here when we're not even taking care of the people that are here. And then sometimes, not always, there's people from other countries that come here and they don't understand, what's going on with homeless people, because I see it out here, so please don't judge the homeless people. And one thing that I voiced out today, and I had a beautiful man that came up to me afterward, and a few guys came to me afterward, because Starlight does have a voice. I wasn't afraid to stand up, and not stand up. I didn't have to stand up, but to say what's on my heart and mind. God put me in this situation. So those of you that judge me and think that Starlight, you ought to get a job, Starlight, you ought to go do this, Starlight, go in the shelter, you know what? I have to get in it. I have to be where I am, because I absorbed so much information and wisdom by being in this situation, so I can be that help, be that voice that the homeless people need. I didn't have to be in this situation. It's like I signed up for this, okay? Because this is what God wanted me to do. This is something in my past lifetime, that I signed up for this, to actually go through the pain. There's people out there that are bringing awareness, and they have causes out in the world. They'll do the 3K or the 5K, for a cause, and people will. I did this before myself. I did the 5K. Silly Starlight, I should have stayed with the 1 mile or whatever, but Starlight had no clue what she was doing. But I paid money for a cause, and then all these people got together. Most of them love running. They're the running. They want a race, really. They just want a free race for them. But it wasn't free, because they were paying money for a cause. So it gets people that love to run, to hey, yeah, let's have a race, because you can run, walk, push your kids in a stroller, or whatever for those races. But a lot of this is, there's people they love to run. I see runners all the time. I love it. I would like to run, but my foot is all messed up. But I love jogging and running. So they're fighting for a cause out there to help out different, illnesses. Like, maybe they got a family member that has cancer. Maybe their mom has cancer, or breast cancer, or whatever kind of thing that they're fighting for. And so Starlight did this before a long time ago. So what Starlight's doing is, I have put myself in the same situation that the homeless people are living into, for a cause, to help, to be a voice, to learn, so I can help other people, so we can actually help the situation with homeless people. Because there's going to be children in our future children are going to go through this shit. So we got to get this straight, and we got to fix this, this mess out. So then, because more people are going to be in this situation, and it's not going to get better. When I went into Denver, in this area, it was so bad in Denver. It's a horrible city out here. I went into the McDonald's. I couldn't believe it. They had an officer, a security guy at a McDonald's. I was dressed up. I looked good. You wouldn't even know most people wouldn't know that I'm homeless unless they see me all bundled up, the way I normally look. But I went into McDonald's because I had to use the bathroom. And that trooper guy, that security guy was not allowing like homeless people to come in there to use the bathroom. So what is going on in that area? They're shitting out on the sidewalk because nobody wants to have these homeless people in the bathrooms to take a shit. Shit happens, so we can't let that happen. We have animals that shit on the sidewalks and all that, and then the owners have to pick it up. But this should not be happening where homeless people are getting judged and so this is going to be a thing that's going to change, is because I spoke up today and I had people come to me after, as I said, this needs to get changed, is, like with McDonald's, walking into a McDonald's and, the lady knows, has to know I'm homeless and I need to use the bathroom, but it's like, you got to buy something in order to use that toilet. So I asked her, I'm like, you saying that I got to pay money to use the toilet? Because that's pretty much what you're saying, isn't it? So that should not be allowed at any of these businesses. When I came from New York, you could go in any bathroom and it was no problem. You go in McDonald's, they didn't say, hey, you can't use that toilet until you buy something from this restaurant. Because if nobody can go to the bathroom that's homeless, where are they going to go to the bathroom? Especially the ones on foot, they don't even have a car. Libraries do not do that to people, but a lot of times libraries are not that close to the homeless people, not in all areas. So we have to turn this around. We can't be like, I didn't see that, There's a guy that's been spying on me in this area, and he acts like he doesn't see, but don't be that blind man that acts like he doesn't see shit, because it's gonna be there still until we take care of this. Those people need to be treated just like any other regular person, whether they do drugs or not. They do need help. But if they're not going to let people, like homeless people, to use a public bathroom or a gas station or a McDonald's bathroom to go to the bathroom, and hey, what do you do when you don't have any money to buy? And I don't even want to buy what you got, like I'm not going to buy your stuff because I don't even eat your shit, but I need to go to the bathroom. So that has to change. We can't treat people like they're animals and have them shit on the sidewalks, and then the city smells like shit. When I drove through Denver, I was like, what the heck is that smell? I smelled something, and the whole time I'm thinking it smells like shit. It really did. I was like, and then I just talked to a man today how they're shitting outside because they're not allowed to use the public bathrooms. If they're going to do that, if the business owners are not going to allow, like homeless people to use a public bathroom, then they need porta potties on every, all over, and how are they going to pick those things up and change them out? They got to do something. They can't let this keep on happening. So anyway, please, these are the most important videos from Starlight. Please, 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 please. I can't stress this out. Do you like watching and looking at homeless people? Do you like having people come up to you and ask you for money or stand in the middle of the road where they can actually get hit? Please. Do you like seeing daughters and sons out there on the streets that are homeless, living on the street? Do you like to see grandpas and grandmas and mothers and dads and uncles and sisters and all that? Do you like seeing them out on the streets? Please, this is a time to, really bring awareness to the homeless people. If you have a YouTube channel, please, I pray you have a voice. You got some power, behind your belt. Like some of you have been doing YouTube forever, Please be a voice to the voiceless people, so then your word, you have a powerful voice, and where people will be more affected by you using that voice. Because if you're not using your voice for the homeless people to help them out, then it might make people wonder, why not? So why not? Why, like you might talk about this or that, but why not when it's such a big need in the world? We need people to stand up and raise the bar and talk about and bring awareness that we really need this to change. We need to care for these people and treat them like humans and not less than animals. So anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight, and you can give this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also share my videos with your family, your friends. I gotta think of an animal. A cat and a dog, because I'm like, Starlight's had a day. And also, you can also, I already said to leave the message down below. Don't forget the notification bell. Plus, you can check out my playlist, and you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. And before I forget, I didn't know this. When I signed up to be a voice for the homeless people today, I didn't know until after I already signed up that Starlight received 2 gift cards adding up to $50 to go get food at a store. So I did this without even knowing that. So I was blown away, when I heard $50. I didn't even know if that was really accurate or not, but it was. So God, I'm thankful for the day. I've received so many blessings today. It is awesome. So anyway, and blessings are not just things that I receive, but I want to just say thank you, God, for helping me get from New York to Florida to here, and how in Archangels, how they've helped me and guide me, and also my mentor that has been a great support to me out here. He knew from a while back my situation, so thank you. And anyway, I love you so much, and please be a voice to the voiceless. Share this video because it's so important. Out of any of the videos that I put out on my YouTube videos, on my YouTube channel, is please share these videos about homeless people because they need your love and support. I love you so much. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.